Let's know some facts about the driest, the windiest, and the coldest continent, the Antarctica. Temperatures here in the winter can drop below minus 73 degrees Celsius. The ice can be more than 4 kilometers thick in some places. Scientists claim that if just the West Antarctic ice sheet were to melt, it would raise global sea levels by about 16 feet. Antarctica is on average the windiest planet on Earth. Scientists exploring this southerly landmass have reported wind speeds that have reached up to 200 miles per hour. The name Antarctica comes from the Greek word Antarcticos, meaning opposite to the Arctic. Antarctica is colder than Arctic as it is 3 kilometers above sea level and temperature decreases with elevation. Arctic is a frozen ocean, so ocean beneath is warmer than frozen ground of Antarctica, and it distributes the heat over all Arctic, minimizing harsh environmental effects. Arctic is an ocean surrounded by continents, whereas Antarctica is a continent surrounded by ocean, and therefore Antarctica has penguins, as penguins need land for breeding. Also, it has no polar bears. If you stand at the South Pole, you are at the southernmost point on Earth. It doesn't matter which way you look, every direction is north. Because of the Earth's tilt, the sun does not rise in Antarctica from the vernal equinox to the autumnal equinox, which means that the continent remains dark throughout the entire winter season. Conversely, during the summer months, the sun does not set in Antarctica, which means it actually receives more sunlight than the equator during that time frame. There is a deep lake in Antarctica that is so salty that it cannot freeze, even in temperatures as low as negative 15 degrees Celsius. Now, can you imagine Antarctica to be a desert? With all of that fresh water held in the ice sheet, how could Antarctica be a desert? When most of us think of deserts, we think of sand dunes with sizzling temperatures. But technically, a desert doesn't have to be hot or sandy. It's more about how much precipitation the area receives as snow, rain, mist, or fog. A desert is any region that receives very little or no precipitation. The average annual rainfall at the South Pole over the past 30 years was just over 10 mm. Although there is more precipitation towards the coast, the average across the continent is low enough to classify Antarctica as a polar desert. So, while Antarctica may be covered in ice, it has taken an incredible 45 million years to grow to its current thickness because so little rain falls there. Now, given that the coldest ever land temperature was recorded in Antarctica, which is minus 89.2 degrees Celsius, it can be hard to imagine Antarctica as a warm, temperate paradise. But Antarctica hasn't always been an icy land locked in the grip of a massive ice sheet. In fact, Antarctica was once almost as warm as Melbourne is today. Researchers have estimated that 40 to 50 million years ago, temperatures across Antarctica reached up to 17 degrees Celsius. Scientists have also found fossils showing that Antarctica was once covered with verdant green forest and inhabited by dinosaurs. Antarctica is home to several volcanoes, and two of them are also active now. Mount Erebus, the second highest volcano in Antarctica, is the southernmost active volcano on Earth. Located on Ross Island, this ice-bound volcano has some unique features such as ice fumaroles and twisted ice statues that form around gases that sip from veins near the volcanic crater. The second active volcano is on the Deception Island, a volcanic caldera in the South Shetland Islands. Once home to a thriving whaling station and later a scientific station, it was abandoned after the most recent eruption in 1969. And today, it is a fascinating place that we visit on some of our Antarctica Peninsula voyages. There is also a subglacial lake that flows blood red. In 1911, on a remote glacier in East Antarctica, a strange phenomena was observed. The lily white ice of the Taylor Glacier was being stained a deep red by water flowing from deep within the glacier. For many years, the source of the red color remained a mystery, but in 2017, scientists announced that they had discovered the cause. The water flowing from within the glacier was from a subglacial lake high in salt and oxidized iron, and when it came into contact with oxygen, the iron rusted, giving the water its striking red shade and its name Blood Falls. While the Grand Canyon is largely considered to be the planet's biggest natural rift, scientists discovered another trench on Antarctica that could rival one of America's mightiest natural features. The unnamed canyon was found during a 2010 expedition and extends 100 kilometers, is more than 9 kilometers wide, and reaches depths of more than 1.6 kilometers. Scientists speculate that it could even be larger, but further exploration is required to learn the true boundaries of this massive rift. So, these were some cool facts about Antarctica. Hope you liked this video.